RUTV, we talk sports with Travis.
Then we take a look at Club Rush.
And later, we check in with our principal, Mr. Breedy.
It all starts right now on RUTV.
Good morning, Seahawks. Happy October. Today is Friday the 1st. I'm Sophia Roberts.
And I'm Karma Sarni. Kicking off the broadcast, we met with Travis to hear about some sports news.
Hello everyone, I'm Travis Wilkins and welcome to Tea Time. Now you may be wondering, Travis, why are you sitting there all fitted up talking to us from your couch? Well, let me tell you why. It's because every week I'm going to be coming to you from a different location just to talk about our love for sports. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the very first Tea Time. Alright, we're headed into week 4 of the NFL season, and to my surprise, both the Rams and Chargers have a winning record. Now, it's not that I don't have faith in either of these teams, it's just that... Oh geez, I may have overplayed that one a little bit, but as you can tell, I was sleeping on them. For good reason though, as 3 of the 6 combined games these two teams have played through week 3 were against playoff caliber teams, so I expected a bit more bumpy of a start from either one. Now let's start with the Chargers and their second-year QB, Justin Herbert. Herbert threw for 281 yards and 4 touchdowns in the game, throwing most of his passes to wide receiver Mike Williams. Williams had 121 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns on the day, carrying the Chargers to a major upset by catching dimes like this one all game. Okay, Rams Nation, now it's time to talk about your newly beloved Matthew Stafford. You rolled the dice on him, and boy did he deliver. Stafford and the Rams showed him what LA is all about this past weekend at SoFi, beating the Buccaneers 34-24. Stafford went off in the game, throwing for 343 yards and 4 touchdowns. 2 of those touchdowns being thrown to his new best friend of a wide receiver, Cooper Kupp. Stafford and Kupp have been balling this season, making Kupp the leader in both receiving yards and touchdowns in the process. Well, that's all for Tea Time. I'll see you next week. Now, let's send it back to the studio.
I always enjoy hearing about how our teams are doing.
And so do I, but that's not all Redondo has to offer. We have plenty of other activities and clubs to take part in.
Last Wednesday and Thursday, we had our first semester Club Rush.
Students flocked to the student union to sign up for clubs ranging from salsa to K-pop.
Let's check it out.
I'm Jake Forbes. I'm here at the Student Union for Club Rush. We're here to interview some student club leaders. We're now here with
Nadia.
Nice to meet you, Nadia. What club do you represent?
I represent Teen Court.
What does a student do in Teen Court, and what experiences may they gain from joining?
So in Teen Court, RUHS students get to serve as jurors in real court cases, and it's a really great way to get volunteering hours and participate in our court system even when you're under 18.
Hey, I'm here in the Student Union with
Anthony Wasink.
Anthony. What club do you represent?
I am representing mock trial today.
What does a student do in mock trial, and why should they join the mock trial club?
In mock trial, you're given a model case. This year it's a murder trial. And then you actually go to court and play witnesses and attorneys and give arguments about the trial.
Did you sign up for any clubs?
Yeah, and this week I've been having a blast in my clubs now that we're finally back in person.
I'm sure our Seahawk athletes have also been grateful being back out playing this year.
Let's go check in with Adam and Jaxson to find out.
Welcome back to RUTV Sports. I'm Adam Maharduzi.
And I'm Jackson Blum.
Boys water polo played at El Segundo last Wednesday and came out on top with a score of 21-9. Boys water polo also played an outstanding game at Notre Dame High School last Tuesday and won 17-4. The boys water polo team is off to a good start with a record of 9-3 on the season.
Football went up against West Torrance last Friday night at home and came out on top with their first win of the season, with the final score of 20-7. Christian Hunt and Nate Stuyvesant were both awarded with co-offensive players of the game, along with Devin McDonough, who was awarded Defensive Player of the Game. Hunt threw for 3 touchdown passes, all of which were scored by Stuyvesant. After the game, Nathan Robertson caught up with some of the players.
I'm here in the field with Joshua James after Redondo's big win over West, 20-7. Joshua, you got a pick. What was going through your head during that?
It felt amazing, man. We came off kind of slow the second half, and then once I got the pick, it kind of turned things around, man.
What did you guys work on in practice to come back? You had some tough losses earlier in the season. We got a big win today. What did you work on coming into this game that helped you guys get this big win?
I mean, we knew we came out slow starting on the season. We knew we had to turn things around this week, and we had some new plays. And I mean, everything was just clicking, and we were going. Our offense was going, and we scored, and it just kept working. Christian was balling. We won. I mean, it feels great.
That's what I like to hear. Christian, you threw 3 touchdowns today. How did that feel?
I mean, it was great. Like Nate said, we got our offense going. Thought we had a really good day, and we're starting to get up to our potential. And yeah.
Devin, what do you have to say?
Honestly, we just got to be dogs, no meow meows, and come to next week, come to homecoming game versus Peninsula and be there and support our team. Let's go.
Let's go, Redondo!
Football's next game is 7 p.m. tonight against Peninsula. It's a homecoming game, so make sure to get your tickets and support our boys.
Last week, girls volleyball played against Culver City at home. The team came out on top after winning in 3 sets. Girls volleyball also played this week at Miracosta and fought hard, but unfortunately, the team fell short to our crosstown rivals in 3 sets. The girls volleyball team's next home game is on October 8th against Miracosta, so don't miss it.
That's all for sports this week. We'll see you next time. Keep up the great work, athletes.
Go Seahawks!
I love fall sports, but I'm also looking forward to next season.
Well, if you're interested in joining the baseball team, tryouts for the 2022 seasons are coming up.
Yep, tryouts for juniors and seniors, both returning and incoming players, started on September 28th and will continue through October 14th on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3:30 to 6:30 on Memorial Field.
Tryouts for both incoming freshmen and sophomore players will take place from Monday, October 18th to Thursday, October 21st, also from 3:30 to 6:30 on Memorial Field.
And now that the first academic quarter is coming to an end, we decided to check back in with our principal, Mr. Breedy. Let's give it a listen.
Hey, how's it going, Seahawks? I want to give a shout out to our varsity football team for their victory over West High on Friday night. Well done, gentlemen. I was there to experience not only the amazing offense that we had and some great defensive plays. So keep up the good work, and we look forward to seeing you all at homecoming for our homecoming matchup, obviously, this Friday. And then speaking now about the homecoming dance, it's really important to still remain socially distanced at the dance. So this is what I ask, because I want to just make sure that you do have fun. It's going to be outside here in the quad where we are now. And obviously there's going to be a lot of dancing. I want you to make sure that you're appropriate. Obviously no mosh pits and things like that. But most importantly too, maybe take a dance off here and there, right? So maybe dance and then take the next dance off, or maybe 2 dances and then just go get some fresh air. And then also please wear your mask. So if you're not eating or drinking here outside, obviously you can still have your mask on to just respect others, especially if we're in close proximity to one another. All right, so obviously we know that there is a lot of devious licks going on here, a lot of social media posts via TikTok, etc., and they're spilling over into our school. So the bigger picture here is take pride in our campus. Obviously this isn't the first Frosty soap dispenser that I've actually seen off the wall here on our campus. I will just say this, a huge majority of our Seahawks appreciate having soap here at school. Those that are caught obviously doing things to our campus, they will be paying fines for the things that they are damaging. These small things actually add up to the larger picture of who we are as Seahawks. So again, have pride and do your part. A lot of students are very happy that we're getting lunches if you show your ID, but some are cutting others to get their lunch before other people, but not doing their part and taking time like their fellow peers are. So this is what I ask. if you're hungry, just get in line and be respectful of other people that are already there. So if you see your friend, just say, catch up with them in 5 minutes and get in line as you arrived into either the student union or you've arrived by that pod. So what I'm saying is don't cut. Secondly, just take one lunch. Obviously it's important that we have enough lunches that are going to every Seahawk that wants one. And, take your part. Take the one lunch that's available to you. Please be prepared, have your ID ready to go so that we can get these lines going for everybody that wants that lunch. So, thank you.
Remember, the homecoming game against Peninsula is today at 7 p.m. in Seahawk Bowl.
Come on down to see this year's homecoming court and support our team.
The homecoming dance is tomorrow at 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., and the theme is Black and White Masquerade.
You can still buy your ticket online in the ASB web store or in the finance office for $50 with an ASB sticker and $55 without.
But today is the very last day to buy your ticket, and remember, you can only attend if you're a student at RUHS.
Additionally, the CSF window is about to close, so hurry over to room 706 during lunch either today or Monday.
Bring with you the filled-out application that you can find on either the CSF Google Classroom or in room 706, and don't forget to bring your June report card.
RUTV wants your ideas. Do you have a cool talent, or is there something that just doesn't get enough coverage? Contact RUTV and fill out a Google form to submit your ideas. They may just end up in a future broadcast. Please email Kennedy French at kennedyf3825@my.rbusd.org.
Another way to get on RUTV upperclassmen is to make your way to the student union during lunch to test your expertise in a trivia-style game. Also, for more cool content and news, follow the RUTV Instagram at Redondo Union TV.
Well, that's all for this week, Seahawks. I'm Karma Sarni.
And I'm Sophia Roberts. Have fun at homecoming and
keep on soaring, Seahawks.